great song to practice your chord changes to, and a classic that everyone will sing along to in the chorus. This is a lesson on Don Mclean's American Pie. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin, and this is Maggie May, our official mascot. There we go. I should hold you over. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started on this great song. What a great tune, tells a great story. It's kind of a long song with lots of verses, and I tell folks, especially in our membership, if you want to learn how to change those chords, this is a great song for it, because we're taking a whole bunch of easier open chords and putting them in like a million different combinations. So we're going to need to know a few chords for this one. You need to know a G chord, a C chord, a D chord, an E minor chord, an A minor chord, and an A7 chord. Now, if you'd like a much more detailed lesson, lots of these chords fall into the category that I call the first 8 chords you have to learn when playing the guitar. Got a much more detailed lesson. I'll leave that link in the description for you to check out when you're finished with this lesson. So we're going to start off with the chorus, because that's the part that everyone knows, and the saying, "Don't bore us, just get to the chorus." I hate that as a musician, but it is kind of true in this song. So we're going to learn the chorus first. We're going to be doing a simple pattern here: down, down, up, down, down, up. That's all we're going to use on these chords: down, down, up. The chord progression is G, C, G, D. Repeat, C, G, repeat again, then an E minor with one down strum, be kind of dramatic there, to an A minor with one down strum, to the E minor with one down strum, and then finish with a D. And for this D, you can also do a D7 chord. I call that like the backwards D. You're just fretting it with your index here on the 2nd string 1st fret, middle on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and ring on 1st string 3rd fret. You can get away with either one of those, but I like just the regular D chord, and I'll explain why a little bit later. So that's the Bye Bye Miss American Pie, G to the C and a G to the D. G, C with down, down, up strums, then an E minor one time to A7 one time, back to E minor one time to D. And that's why I like the D chord here. This is something you don't have to do, but if you want to embellish it a little bit, I think it sounds good. Whenever we get to these, and you'll see in the song as we progress, because we're going to do the chorus, next we'll work on the intro. But for this D chord, whenever we hold that D, I like adding this little flourish here. So here's a D chord. A D sus4 or D suspended 4 chord is putting your pinky down onto the 3rd string 1st string 3rd fret. So we're going to just do a down, up, down, up, down, up strum pattern. We're just changing each of these chords a little bit with one finger on the up strums of that pattern. So start on that D, up strum on the D sus4, back down on the D, up on a D sus2, which is a fancy way of saying lift up your middle finger, because that D sus2 is just a 2-finger chord, and back down on the D. And it's not real super precise. You can kind of do anything you do there that includes that D sus4 with your pinky, or the D sus2 with just the 2 fingers lifting up your middle finger. It's going to sound cool. That's kind of the more mechanical version of it. And feel free to throw that in throughout the lesson as we go. So now I'm going to play this chorus, and you can play along with me. I'll leave the chords here on the screen. And remember, these are just down, down, up strums. Each time you see a chord, it gets one down, down, up. Till we get to that E minor and A7, which are just one strums down. So if we're taking it at the top from the chorus, it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Optional. And then we get to the intro, and with this song, this is a great way it starts kind of telling the story and some really relaxed kind of down strums. Definitely play along with the record because you have kind of this intro, then that chorus, then it really breaks into. It's just a great tune. So for this intro, I'll play it out here and I'll sing the chords first, and then I'll talk to you about how to kind of count it and put it together. So we have G, D, E minor, A minor to C, E minor to D. Then it kind of repeats a little bit of a change. D or G, D, E minor, A minor and C, E minor, C, D. So I'm going to leave the chords and the way they're counted here on the screen to kind of help you out. So from the top we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we kind of hang on the D there. Then the repeating with a little bit of change at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second part of this intro, we're going to get to a little bit slower here. So I will sing the chords here again for you. This is the February made me shiver, that part. So you start in E minor to A minor. Again, E minor to A minor. C, G, A minor. C, D. And the way that one's counted is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it kind of repeats again. I wasn't joking when I said this guitar or this song takes all the guitar chords and kind of moves them around.
It does have a lot of chords.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Not a lot of chords, but a lot of combinations.
Yeah.
So, and then the last part of this intro, I'll sing the chords here. G, D, E minor, A minor to D. And then again, G, D, E minor, the C, the D, the G. And the way that one's counted is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then into the chorus. Bye bye, Miss American. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I'll die. This'll be the day that I die. Now we get into the final chord progression to learn. So we've got the chorus. We did the intro and the chorus. This is the first verse, and things pick up a little bit here. No, nothing new to learn like chord-wise, but we are going to strum it a little differently and a little faster. So for the strum pattern for this verse, which you can use for the rest of the verses, which there's like 80, not that many, but there's a lot of verses in this song. So the strum pattern we're going to do is a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again, I will kind of sing through the chords here. With this one, pretty much I will also leave the chords up here on the screen, and each of these chords get one strum pattern. It does change up a little bit toward the end of the verse, and we'll talk about that, but for the most part, one strum pattern for each of these chords. So it starts on a G. We have G, A minor, C, A minor, E minor, D 2 times, G, E minor, A minor, C, E minor, A, D 2 times. And then we're gonna get, whenever he gets that E minor, he's really liking that for the more dramatic, like down strum to kind of break things up. So for the last part of this verse is the E minor and A minors back and forth with just one strum down. So E minor, A minor, E minor, A minor, C, G, A, C, D. There's a little bit of a change here, so it's kind of a walk down. We're going to start with this C and the G are going to get just down, down, up strum. So we're kind of back to like that chorus strum part. So we have down, down, up on the C, G, down, down, up, and then back to the strum pattern. The A, the C, and the D. And then it happens again here with like a G, D, E minor. So we're gonna go down, down, up on the G. Yeah, so down, down, up on the G, down, down, up on the D, and then back to the strum pattern for the E minor. Incarnation and a pickup truck. G, D, E minor, C, D, G, C, G, D, bye bye, Miss American Pie. So for the most part with this verse, you can use just that same strum pattern, down, down, up, down, up. Each time you see a chord on the screen, you're going to do one strum pattern for each of those chords. Now for the last part of this, after the I know you're in love with him, these E minors to A minors, there's these walk downs. There's a C down to an A, and again that's a down, down, up to a G, down, down, up to the A, and resume the pattern. C, D. Then the other walk down is kind of this G down to an E minor. So we're gonna go G, D, E minor, back to the pattern, A minor with the pattern, C with the pattern. Repeat that down, down, up, E minor, the C, the D, G, C, G, D, which is basically the chorus. He's prepping us for it. He does that little tease the chorus and then into one. Helps you out to have the chords and kind of the strumming there on the screen and play along through with this one. I guarantee you folks will sing that chorus along with you once you start playing this one around the campfire. To learn 7 more songs with just 4 total chords, so a little bit less movement than these, check out this lesson next. Remember that Vicky and Maggie and I very much appreciate your views and your support here on YouTube. Until next time, remember that you're never too old to learn.
Take care.